Hello, this is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with others. You can see Lily's there hunting around on the waterfall. She's probably looking for a frog or something in there, or just getting it a drink. This is part 2 of my Growing Old Sucks video series. Yeah, getting old isn't very pleasant. One thing, you wake up with pains, and well, you didn't have pains before, and you can't figure out how you got them. And other stuff, hair stops growing on top of your head. Blood starts coming out, growing out of your ears and your nose. That's hot. That doesn't be good. I have to get Nida to come cut those hairs around. Things you used to do, you can't do them anymore. I know after I had my surgery back in Texas, I was in my 60s then, and I was getting close. I think I was up 69. And after that, I couldn't mow the yard anymore. One time my grass was growing high in the front, and a guy came by and said, "You want me to cut your grass for you?" And I said, "Yeah." And he didn't accept money, he just did it out of kindness. That was nice, but then I decided we needed to get a new lawnmower, and Maida could use, and it got an electric mower, and she was able to mow grass then. Usually when we were still in the U.S., she would do the mowing. People aren't really friendly when you're old either, at least back in Texas. Unless I was with my nephew, and he'd take me out drinking. We hit some bars in the afternoon, and he'd introduce me as his Uncle Barry. That's what everybody called me, Uncle Barry. And we had good times. He's somebody that helped take care of me there. So he'd also bring me over some barbecue when he'd smoke some beef or some ribs. And now there are benefits to going old. I found out when we were in 2014, when we were coming back to the Philippines to meet up with some of Maida's friends and family. And boy, talk about a long ass flight. 20 hours. Yeah, you had to go from, I think it was China, Southern China Airlines or something like that. Flew from Los Angeles to San Francisco, to Beijing, to Tokyo, and finally on to the Philippines. That was a long ass flight. And that was the last time I flew economy class. When we hit Beijing, they asked me if I wanted a wheelchair. I said, yeah. and that's the right thing to do. And because they wheel you right on up to the service desk, and you'd go right through. You went to get in line. They'd take you right over there, and they'd process the stuff, zoom through immigration and all of that stuff. And except Maida had bought a lot of stuff to give to her family and friends, and they confiscated that. I guess the girls there, the women there, wanted some good American cosmetics, and they took a whole bunch of it. And they said it was improper size. And so they took all that stuff. And but for you old guys, walk with a cane or something, take your cane with you. Because they'll ask you if you want a wheelchair, and somebody will wheel you around through there and get you right through check-in and all that, and seated on the flight. You go in first most of the time. So now, another thing here in the Philippines is that we pulled into SNR one Sunday, and they were having some special deal, and there was a long ass line all the way outside. And I get out there, and they said, "Oh, no, you go here. I don't have to get in line." And let me right in there, gave me a wheelchair to go around through there. So people here are pretty nice, except some of the guards won't let me in places. I've tried to do some videos at Sky Ranch of Lake Taal and Volcano, which is pretty from there, pretty view. And they tell me, no, he can't go. I even had my vaccination cards, and they wouldn't let me. So that wasn't that good. Some guards get a little, I guess, what do you call it? Enamored of their authority. That's putting it nicely. But generally, I've been able to get into restaurants and stuff like that. No problem, because I have my vaccination cards. So I'm fully vaccinated. And well, I don't like wheelchairs because my brother had to be in one all the time. The way he had to get around, my older brother. And so I kind of hesitant about using a wheelchair to get around. But as time goes by, I can't do a lot of things that I used to. Walking through aisles is going to be really, through a big department store or something like that. I need to sit down sometimes. So that's why I say getting old sucks, but there are benefits to it. I don't have to wait in long lines anymore, even at airports. I hope y'all caught the the University of Texas Longhorn football team won 52-10. Hook 'em horns. They did it in pretty strong fashion there, and looked pretty good. But this next week we've got Alabama coming in. So that stadium is already sold out. Over 105,000 tickets sold. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to see that game. This last one I didn't get to sit because my nephew doesn't have Longhorn Network, and that was what it was being broadcast on. So I just got to see the highlights. But this one should be on, I think, ABC, as it's a game day. Will be there, and so it's going to be a big thing. So I can't wait for that to happen, because Longhorns looking pretty good this year, and they're only going to get better with each game. So, okay, enough about my being old. Don't forget my birthday coming up, a couple of more months. Yeah, less than 2 months. So that's about it. It's been raining like hell. It rained this morning, and it's kind of looking like it might rain again pretty soon. I need my elixir here. Okay, so don't forget the subscribe button. Oh, that thumbs up, and share, and write a comment. Say hi. Tell me you're a subscriber. And it doesn't cost anything. My videos are free, but you hitting that subscriber button and hitting that like button helps me on all the algorithm bullshit that YouTube has. So and maybe someday I'll get paid for doing this. I hope so. All right, well, y'all stay safe. Have a great day, and take care of your kids, your family, your pets, and we'll see you again maybe tomorrow. So long.